Libra, welcome to this reading. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands reversed. I don't know if any of you are dealing with a Scorpio or something about a Scorpio person or that sign is relevant, because as I was selecting decks intuitively and getting things ready, I kept thinking of the Queen of Wands in relation to Scorpio. So it's interesting that it's come out here, it's come out reversed. So just a side note there, we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay, goodness, and we have the Devil, Capricorn energy there. Okay. We have the Lovers in the reverse. Okay, so Libra, for some of you, looking at a romantic connection here, you either are going to meet someone or you already know this person where there is an incredibly strong connection, but it's like it flip-flops between feeling like the best thing you've ever experienced, the highest vibrational thing, and something that you might even describe as toxic, with the Devil being here. And if I had to guess, looking at these cards right now, I would say you might be feeling like you're in one of the low phases. Like when it's good, it's mind-blowing, and when it's bad, it shatters your whole being and world, and you can't do anything, in the same way you normally would. We've got the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Seven of Cups. Yeah, this person, this situation seems to have got you very much in your emotions, Libra. And you might be feeling like it's kind of elating, but it's also distracting. We've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. I just have to say there is a caution here. If this resonates, if this is your story, Spirit is saying don't lose yourself to this person, to this connection. You're coming up as man or woman, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Well, a catch, just amazing. Physically, financially, in terms of your maturity, your ability to nurture other people, yourself, be compassionate, mature, stable, grounded, really all round someone many people would just, what's the expression, give their right arm, I don't know. but many people would want to be with you and would give a lot to be with you, and Spirit just wants to remind you of that, how amazing you are, really. So don't if you do feel that you're sacrificing any parts of yourself for this connection, at the very least try to get some space, whether that looks like pulling back in the 3D or just taking your mind off this for a bit, if possible, distracting yourself, doing something nice for yourself, whatever that looks like. Because we've got the Devil reversed straight out after the Lovers, two sides of the same coin. The Lovers is reversed, so we're very much in the shadow side of something here. This does feel quite intense. With the Knight of Wands, I do wonder if there's a lot of passion, a lot of fun, or you can, sense the potential for that here. But it's like it's not grounded. So let's say you're around this person, you have a great time, it's fun, it's exciting, and then bam, they're gone. And you're left on this high, but you're not brought back down to earth, and you're wondering, when am I going to see them again? Wow, let's have a look at the Devil with the Lovers, and then I kind of want to look at this person's intentions, actually. Six of Cups in the reverse. I wonder if one of the really good things that this connection is doing is helping you to close the door on something, leave something behind, and I'm specifically feeling it could be something within yourself. So as an example, this could be someone who in some ways comes across as kind of self-indulgent or inspired primarily by passion rather than, say, practicality or logic. And they could come across even as a bit selfish in some ways. And one of the things that this connection is doing is really showing you it's okay to be more selfish, because I feel like you haven't been selfish at all. You're very conscious and mindful of other people here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles as well. So one of the really healthy things this could be doing is, if you have a tendency to maybe be self-sacrificing, it's helping you to balance that out and leave that behavior in the past. And I've just realised this is not even the Six of Cups anyway. It's the Nine of Cups reversed. So reading it also as the Nine of Cups, which it actually is, with the Devil, the Lovers reversed, yes, you could feel like you keep getting to a place where you have these hopes, these expectations, and then they're dashed just before they get anywhere or before they solidify. Let's have a look at this Knight of Wands. What's this? What's the intentions of this person? Justice reversed. There we go. I mean, so that's your energy. Okay. So it's a general reading, and it's not going to be one message for everyone, but there are a couple of possibilities I'm seeing here. So the first is that this person's intention is not good. You know, we do have cards here that are like sort of warnings, red flags. And with excuse me, with your card coming out reverse, this person's intention could be that they see how amazing you are, everything I was saying earlier, and they want to sort of get what they can from you and then disappear. And this is why Spirit is bringing out a warning so early on in the reading, just to be mindful. Keep your wits about you. Or this person, Justice in reverse, is, as I said, pretty selfish, and they're just absent-minded. They're not aware of how they're impacting you. So some of the things they do seem unfair, immoral even, but they're not doing it deliberately. You know, it's maybe they've got their own things to learn or something like that. But okay, let's see what else. Yes, Three of Pentacles reversed, Eight of Cups. This is someone who is very self-absorbed. I don't know if it's because they are sort of immature, or they're mean, cruel, they're just oblivious. Like I said, I think there will be two groups. There will be those of you whose person is kind of aware and doesn't care, and those of you where excuse me, where this person doesn't realise how they come across, but they don't have a bad heart, if you see what I mean. Let's see what else we can see. It's almost like they show up, have a great time with you, they're not really here to be a team player, Three of Pentacles reversed, and then they're off. And you're like, where did you go? And you won't hear from them until they're back around for more fun or more passion. What else do you have for Libra, please? Three of Wands reversed, Page of Pentacles, the Hermit reversed. Yeah, this is someone, either way, whichever category they fall into, that needs to do some inner reflection and healing. And I think they seem to breadcrumb you or give you just enough. And when I will say the Queen of Pentacles reversed with the Devil being here, you could be an empath, a healer, that sort of thing, and they spotted you from a mile away, and this is someone who needs healing, so they've gravitated towards you, and Spirit is saying, heads up, what you don't want is a situation where this person drains your energy and then goes on their merry way, and you're left exhausted, confused, ignored. I'm hoping for many of you this hasn't fully played out yet, so this could be like a heads up. Let's see what else with another deck. This is, you know, I hope this at least is going to be helpful, because I know it's not positive. And if it doesn't resonate, don't even take the reading, you know, don't take the messages. Don't let this bring you down if it's just not your story. But if it is, and you will know, there will be no doubt, because if you're in this energy of, you know, Queen of Wands reverse, self-doubt, not feeling as fantastic as you did maybe before you met this person, feeling there's a heaviness, feeling there's a toxicity, feeling like, you know, you're sky high when it's good and when they're with you, and then, you know, you can't get out of bed when they're not, and when you're not hearing from them, then this is your reading. And, you know, I think, you know, obviously Libra, within yourself, that's not healthy, that's not right. We'll get some advice for you in a moment. Okay, Five of Cups, Temperance reversed, the Moon, Pisces, Sagittarius. We have Gemini down here with the Lovers. Was that reversed, I think? Ten of Cups reversed. Eight of Swords reversed. Knight of Cups. King of Pentacles. Okay, that's interesting. With the hidden energy of the Moon. Ten of Wands. You know, Libra, I get the feeling that whether your person's coming off this way knowingly or they're completely oblivious, very soon, and remember this is only a 2-week time span, you're going to be like, you know what, whatever your intentions are, I'm not prepared to feel this way, so that's it really. I'm not going to keep thinking about this, and You know, it could be that they come back in, Knight of Cups, they want to see you, they want to go out on dates, you know, they want to have fun with you, but that doesn't, that's like a bandage, a plaster over, you know, a deep cut. It's superficial, it's not really going to fix things, it's not going to heal things. And I think you might decide, I'm fed up of being stuck between the 9 and the 10 of Cups, but never reaching the 10 of Cups. I'm putting this burden, I'm putting this disappointment down. So let's see what this hidden energy is with the King of Pentacles, because I'm wondering, does this person secretly have the potential to be stable, a committed, healthy partner, but they're holding that back? What is their secret? Do they have some other commitment they're not sharing with you, which is why they're in and out, and when they're out you can't even contact or reach them? The World reversed, the Fool in reverse, 9 of Pentacles. Wow, we have Aries and Aquarius energy here with the Fool. For some of you, I'm just going to say it, if you don't really have a clue about this person's life outside of you, it could be there's an existing commitment that they've got to leave in order to have a new beginning, you know, that they've got to leave to become single. So this person could be in a relationship, they could be married, they could have told you, yes, I'm going to quit that job, don't worry, I've left, now I've got more time and I'm working here now instead, and actually they haven't quit the job or something like that. So the reason they're flaky is because they could be being stable for somebody else. God, I'm so sorry, Libra. This is an awful reading. Oh, okay, let me see. Is there anything else? Let's get 3 more cards. I don't know if this is going to resonate with that many people because it's so specific. We have the Star reversed, Aquarius again, the King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so this is someone who genuinely actually does have deep feelings for you, and they can see all of your worth. But look what they're not telling you, Libra, the Star reversed. They have this feeling of hopelessness within because there is some way in which they're not free and clear to pursue this as they would like. And there's, you know, there's something they're not communicating with you here. Even this other third party energy, it could even be their family, as in parents, you know, aunts, uncles, siblings, that sort of thing, and they're not telling you how much that's getting in the way, you know, religion, tradition, family values, that sort of thing. But this is someone who's saying, I actually do have deep feelings, but I'm not even really entertaining those feelings at this point because I'm not, you know, I kind of feel a bit hopeless about the potential here and how much I can do to pursue you and commit to you because of this other situation. So they come off like, I don't know, wishy-washy here and there. And again, I'm getting a reminder from Spirit that even if they're full-blown in love with you, I mean, that's wonderful, fantastic, but it still matters how this connection leaves you feeling. Okay, let's get some messages for you from Spirit. Okay, so let's start with these Archangel messages. Okay, what guidance, what advice do you have for Libra, please? Courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Yeah, be courageous, stand up for your needs here, for yourself. The lines in the background are making me think of your guides, your spirit guides, you know, your guardian angels here. Okay, messages for Libra. Take back your power. Yes, I mean, Libra, as I said right at the start, before we even saw anything about this other person, that, you know, you are obviously, you don't even have to dig to look at you and see what would be amazing about being in a relationship with you. It's all there on the surface. You know, so many people probably look at you and think, wow, I would love to have a chance with Libra. And even if, you know, we're not even just here to be all about relationships, you're just, you know, someone amazing to know. You're an amazing person. You have so many qualities, achievements of all kinds that you've acquired throughout life, and you know, hold on to that, remember that. Don't let this connection drain, you know, your self-confidence, your power away. Okay, it says use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. And we have comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And this is Archangel Azrael. See, look at this. Courage, take back your power, and comfort. That really kind of sums up what we've seen in this reading, you know, that you've had to be very strong, and Spirit's encouraging, remaining strong, taking back your power and feeling like you've really been through it here. And for some of you, you know, you might feel like you still are going through it. Okay. So let's finish with one of these affirmator cards. Just lighten things up a touch before we close this out. As we've gone through the reading, I'm leaning more towards the situation where it looks like this person is coming across as selfish because, you know, or their selfishness is something they're not entirely aware of. I don't see the full-blown insidiousness of like they want your money or attention or whatever it is. I think especially with this hopeless sort of energy here, this person themselves is out of alignment. And also I get the feeling they have this conscious awareness that they know what would be in alignment for them, and they do consider you to be one of those people and this to be one of those situations, but there's some way in which somewhere along the lines they're giving their power away to someone else, some other situation, and so they're thinking, right, well, I guess I can't have the life I want, I can't, you know, make the moves I want, hence the star reversed. But yeah, I don't think there's an insidiousness. I think they just need to be more aware and more mindful, and you know, step into their own courage. And look at this card, courage again. Yes, okay. No one is fearless, no one, but even though I am not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. Okay, so I do wonder if this courage here is talking about, I don't know if you want to have a conversation with this person and you're mustering up your courage, or you want to break a particular cycle or pattern, and that's going to take courage, you know, to stand your ground, maybe not reach out, or you know, make a decision to keep sort of living your life no matter what's going on in this connection, and to be your best self, whatever it is. This is interesting because this is saying you don't have to be strong full-time permanently. You can just do it in bursts as and when it's needed, and then you can go home in your safe space and do whatever you need to do, you know. So if we think, oh God, I've got to be, you know, really strong and courageous, it can be overwhelming if we think it's got to be for a long time, but it could just be in small bursts. That might be enough here. Usually is. Wow. Okay, Libra, I hope this has helped, if it has resonated, and I hope that